White Men Can't Jump is only on Hulu.
You assumed I couldn't hoop because I'm white.
No, I assumed you couldn't hoop because you were dressed like a white girl at Whole Foods.
Oh! Now streaming.
We can hustle a few games.
We'll throw them off their game and we'll clean up.
See the movie event.
Those short shorts look incredible on you. You have OnlyFans?
Only on Hulu.
We win, we make more money than we've ever seen in our lives.
Sin Qua Walls.
But you're not bringing enough money to cover this game.
Jack Harlow.
I brought like 80 minus 60.
I knew this was a mistake.
White Men Can't Jump. Rated R. Now streaming. Only on Hulu.
This is the Mistress Carrie Situation Report for May 23rd, 2023. Your daily entertainment headlines, industry info, and everything rock. Def Leppard drummer Rick Allen has opened up about his brutal attack in Fort Lauderdale back on March 13th following a performance with the band. In his first interview, he talked to Phil Lipoff from ABC News detailing what happened. He said, "I heard a couple of steps and then I just saw this dark sort of flash, and the next thing I knew, I was on the ground. I landed on my backside and then continued onto my head, hitting it on the pavement. I reached my hand up in the air because I thought I was going to get attacked again, and I just said, 'I'm no threat to you.' I don't think he knew who I was, but he must have seen that I wasn't a threat because I've only got one arm." He continued, "I immediately just went to that place of just feeling grateful for the fact that I have an amazing wife and an incredible family. I just started thanking a higher power for the fact that I'm still here." Def Leppard just kicked off their European tour with Motley Crue this week. Jason Newsted brought his band Newsted back onto the stage for the first time in 7 years this week. Most of the show was new material. He ripped through a 20-song set. 11 of the songs were new, 5 were covers, and 4 were from his own heavy metal music album and metal EP. Tom Johnson will not tour with the Doobie Brothers on the upcoming leg of the 50th anniversary tour due to a back injury. According to a press release, Johnston is scheduled to undergo surgery and was advised by the doctors, quote, "not to be performing at this time." The tour will proceed with Pat Simmons, Michael McDonald, and John McPhee beginning May 25th in Hollywood, Florida. Johnston is expected to return to the stage after he recovers from the surgery. Tool frontman Maynard James Keenan donned a blonde wig, smeared red lipstick, and a body-hugging shirt that showed off fake breasts during the band's performance at the Welcome to Rockville Festival on Sunday in Daytona Beach. Tool's appearance at the event came just days after Florida Governor Ron DeSantis signed a series of bills against the transgender community, including preventing minors from attending drag shows. Because Welcome to Rockville is open to all ages, Keenan technically broke the new law designed to punish people and venues that admit kids to drag shows, burlesque performances, and other types of, quote, lewd entertainment. Royal Blood have announced a forthcoming new single called Mountains at Midnight. Mike Kerr and Ben Thatcher released their third and most recent album, Typhoons, back in 2021. They returned with a standalone track called Honey Brains later last year. Yesterday, the band shared a 38-second video teaser that shows them working on a heavy new song in a recording studio. At the end of the clip, it's confirmed that the single in question will arrive this Thursday. Andrew McCarthy and Demi Moore have a St. Elmo's Fire reunion ahead of a Brat Pack documentary. The stars of the 1985 coming-of-age classic caught up while Andrew McCarthy was working on the new documentary. McCarthy is set to direct a Brat Pack documentary based on his 2021 memoir, Brat, an 80s Story, which chronicles his own coming of age and his fame during the 1980s when he starred in the popular movies like Pretty in Pink, Mannequin, and Weekend at Bernie's. The doc will also follow McCarthy as he reconnects with other Brat Pack members, including his St. Elmo's Fire co-stars. Tom Brady appears to be bound for his third NFL franchise, but this time as an owner. Brady reportedly has agreed with the Las Vegas Raiders to buy a minority stake of the team, owner Mark Davis announced yesterday. "We've come to an agreement for Tom Brady to become a partner in the Raiders, and we've submitted it to the NFL for approval. We're excited for Tom to join the Raiders, and it's exciting because he will be just the third player in the history of the National Football League to become an owner." In a new interview with Paltrowcast, former Deep Purple and current Whitesnake frontman David Coverdale was asked whether he has any plans to release an autobiography, possibly under his previously floated title, How White Was My Snake? He responded, "If I do a book, my wife wants me to call it what everybody says, Soldier of Fortune, which is a well-known song that I wrote with Richie Blackmore a lifetime ago." She said she feels How White Was My Snake is too diminishing to my legacy. But the problem is I can't do it because I can't be honest about this and that and the other. Who's the inspiration for this song? Who is that? I would be spilling a lot of beans, which I'm not interested in hurting anybody, particularly my family. So I've been working now with my head of video on another concept, which I think could be significantly more interesting and not as fucking boring as a biography. Now that we know Josh Freese is the new touring drummer for the Foo Fighters, we also know who played drums on the upcoming new album, but here we are. Though 2 songs have already been released prior to the live stream on Sunday, official credits for who played what on the tracks had not been revealed. While there has been some speculation that Grohl, who famously played the drums for Nirvana and recorded all of the music for the Foo Fighters' debut album before putting together a full-fledged band, had taken up the drums again, nothing had been confirmed. But during the performance from 606 Studio, there was a moment where Grohl and the well-received John Freese conversed about the drums on the newly debuted song, Nothing at All. Freese said to Grohl, "When you explain the beat on the record, you're like, I think I played it with one hand, and I'm kind of doing the same thing. It feels good and sounds cool, you know?" Grohl responded, "It was unintentional. I did it when I demoed it at my house and just woken up and I was tired. But on the shitty drum set at my house, it just kind of sounded better. You're not hitting the hi-hat and the snare at the same time, so it sort of has more space." The Foo Fighters hit the road starting this Wednesday at the Bank of New Hampshire Pavilion before headlining Boston Calling coming up on Friday night. And yesterday, in honor of World Goth Day, Typo Negative revealed a music video for the now defunct gothic metal outfit for their track Halloween in Heaven. The video for the song, which itself was inspired by the late Pantera guitar hero Dimebag Darrell Abbott, was created by employing AI and features a host of late rockers. And that's your sit rep. For more details on all of the stories, check the links in the show notes of this episode. And don't forget to follow and subscribe to the Mistress Carrie Podcast. New full-length episodes come out every Wednesday. Episode 154, featuring Ian Hunter, is available now.
Metal.
I'm Metalhead.
Metal Mayhem ROC is the home for metal from the very beginnings.
This is James DeBrere from Hellstar. You're listening to Burnomatic.
Dave Overkill from the Cleveland band Destructor. Hey, Dave, how are you?
I'm doing great.
To longtime headliners.
Hey, this is Red Beach from Whitesnake.
Hey, this is Vinny Appice from Dio, Black Sabbath, and Last in Line.
To music of today.
Hi, this is Olaf Wickstrand from Enforcer.
Hi, this is Braun from Mastodon.
You're listening to Metal Mayhem ROC.
With John the Burnomatic Burno.
Plus, we talk with producers and authors to give you behind-the-scenes info.
Hi, this is William Merwin, author of The Meaning of Metallica, Ride the Lyrics.
Greg Renoff, the author of the book Van Halen Rising and the Ted Templeman book, A Platinum Producer's Life in Music.
Pleasure. Thanks for having me on.
Metal Mayhem ROC, a proud member of the Pantheon Podcast team, giving you more to listen for. Join our community, and always remember to keep it heavy.